those languages, was it something you did as you grew up, or did you add additional languages once you got to a certain age? How did that all come about?
Yeah, it started from a very early age because I was raised bilingual by my parents, both Croatian and Dutch. So already at a young age, I could communicate. Like at home, we would, example for when we're having dinner, we would talk both Dutch and Croatian at the same time. Or so when friends were having dinner with us, they were like, "What language are you talking?" And then I was talking Croatian to my dad and Dutch to my mom. So yeah, it started from a young age, as I said, and then after that, when I went to high school, I chose like the French language and the German language as a subject as well. So in that way, around 13, 14 years old, I already started expanding my languages. And yeah, so I know a little bit of French and German as well. And then actually, during my studies, I got to choose a language as well as a free subject. And then I chose Russian because I was very interested in the Slavic languages. So I did Russian for 2 years there. And yeah, then I tried to expand it even more. And I chose for the master's in translation studies. And then actually the ball got rolling. And yeah, everything turned out this way.
So you notice I haven't asked your age, even though you look like you just got out of high school. But um, how did you find out you became the youngest certified court interpreter in the Netherlands? Did they inform you of that, or did you already know going in, this is actually something I could, chase down?
Yeah, this was actually quite a coincidence. I didn't ask anyone. I just like found out myself because when I applied for the course to become a court interpreter, I was very surprised when I had the first lecture there because most people were in between 40 to 60 years, I would say. And I was definitely the youngest one there. It was like not a room of 24 year olds there. And yeah, during the course, I started to meet people there, and yeah, most of them were saying like, "Oh, you're so young, and how can you be doing this already at such a young age and everything?" And then when I passed like the theoretical exams, and I was preparing myself for the final oral one, which I just passed. Yeah, I just started
Congratulations.
yeah, thanks. I just started like doing some research online, and I really found out that for the languages that I do the interpreting, so like the Balkan languages, Croatian, Serbian, etc., that the average age is around 50, 55 years. So they're
Wow.
all, yeah, a lot older than I am. And there's no one in their 20s actually. So yeah, it was pretty easy to find out because both at the course itself and just in the register of all the interpreters, there was no one of my age.
That's really impressive. No, I mean, and also to go through the process of getting certified. Now, you had to take the oral in each of those languages, or was it written and then oral in certain languages, or how did that all work out? What is the requirements, I guess?
Yeah, so that was just oral. There were no written requirements there, and it was just yeah, regular way in the Dutch language with like on the Dutch court, and I had to take my oath and yeah, say that I would do my job as stated, and it was actually just like 5 minutes going in, going out, very easy. And I was like, all this hard work and effort I put in, and it's just 5 minutes of getting certified. What is this? So yeah, but it was a great experience. Yeah, yeah.
Awesome. No, that's really impressive. So now we know that the pandemic is still, unfortunately here,
Mhm.
and it's affected globally. So in your local area and within the court system, judicial system, how is that impacted interpreting, and what changes have been made as a result of that?
Yeah, that's an interesting question because it's very recent right now with the COVID situation. I would say that, like in the judicial system here in the Netherlands, it has impacted probably the same way as it has for other institutes. For example, masks are obligatory, and there are screens like placed in between all the people that are um, situated at the court. And also there, like before, you would be sitting right next to the suspect as an interpreter, and now they've changed that, so you would be either sitting like behind him or her, or you would be even like sitting like totally away on the other side of the room, and then like with your headset on. doing the interpreting work. So that has definitely changed. And also some regular things such as like going upstairs with the elevator and going downstairs with the regular stairs, you know, to keep the walking directions separate. So that's how it has affected the courts themselves. Yeah.
Now, here in the US, there was like a moratorium for a certain period when, you know, things were at their peak as far as, you know, COVID-19 and, you know, did they have any type of, you know, continuance or a period of time where there was, you know, the courts closed down at all, or did they just continue throughout?
I don't think they closed down. I think that in that like situation when it went very badly, that they were mostly doing them online. So there were actually some lawsuits that were conducted online. But as far as I know, the ones that involved like interpreters, they always tried to not do those ones online because it's very important, like to see the emotions and to hear the voice of the person and everything, and that's quite hard via these online meetings. So some of them were online, but yeah, not all of them. But that's also like some legal information. I don't know everything about it, but that's
Sure,
what I
sure.
know from my experience.
Yeah, no, I think you know, it is unique depending on the areas. I always like to ask that because here, even in the US, certain states may have continued while others didn't. Some went online, like you said. And
Yeah.
I'd like to talk a little bit about some of those nuances of interpreting. One is that, you know, you chose court interpreting, and there's different types of just as medical interpreting, which the agency that I own and run primarily does medical. We do also some legal, and but what made you choose court interpreting versus say medical interpreting, or do you do both? I'm just curious.
My name is Emma Kosanovic, and I'm tuned in.
Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to smash that bell for notifications.